Hey crafty friends, it's Joy here for Honeybee Stamps, and today I've created 2 cards using the Picked with Love stamp and coordinating die. So I've already stamped my images on watercolor cardstock because I'm going to be using some Zig Zig markers. They're watercolor markers, and I have a little bit of water sprayed on my glass mat there. I have a dry cloth and I also have a paintbrush, and I'm just going to start by adding some color with my markers. And you can see here I'm kind of using my yellow marker to pick up some of that red marker and kind of pull it in together, and then also those markers will pick up a lot of that color. So then I wipe it off on my dry cloth to make sure that I don't have so much dark color on my yellow marker. And I do the same thing with my paintbrush as well. So we're going to color the inside of this peach. I think this is gorgeous. Like I mentioned, we're going to create 2 cards. So we're going to do one with the peaches and the blueberries and the other one with the lemons. And then we're going to use the gorgeous summer, I think what is it? Summer Stems patterned paper. Oh, it's so pretty. And I'm going to bring in a little bit of the A2 scalloped frames, which I love, but we're going to use them a little bit differently today. So for my colors, I'm using a yellow, a red, a little bit of an orange for the peaches here. And any colors that are darker when you're using really any kind of color medium are pretty saturated. So you want to be careful with how much you add because you can always come back in and add more. So I have the red, a little bit of the orange, and then a lot of that yellow. And we're going to blend this together with the water. And these are watercolor brushes, so they hold a good amount of water. So I will dip it in the water, tap off the excess, a lot of it off on my dry cloth, and then bring it to my paper because I don't want to have too much water on this. But it was really fun to color these peaches. I think they came out pretty good. I just pulled up what a peach looks like from the internet and just use that as my guide to color here. And I love the way they turned out. Then we have the blueberries and the greenery. I'm just going to use 1 color of green. I can blend that out with the water. I'm adding some darker areas again because this is a saturated color. I'm not going to add too much, although you could. And I do want some darker areas and lighter areas, so just depending on how you blend. But if you are not comfortable with those kind of markers, any color medium would color these images beautifully. One of the things that I really love about these images is that the stamp lines are really fine and delicate, and I always think that is so, so pretty. So let's color our leaves. And then I stamped that other little flower. I'm going to do that for both of my images because I just wanted a little something extra as far as my die cut goes. And you'll see why here when we start putting the card together. Just a really simple, quick, easy kind of mental note as far as my card layout and design. I needed a little extra piece here. We are also going to be using, oh no, never mind. I did not use another sentiment stamp. The sentiments do come with the Picked with Love stamp set. They're gorgeous, and when you use the coordinating dies to die cut them out, some of them, because it has the fun, beautiful, like scripty font, it cuts all the way around it and looks so pretty. So you guys will see that here in just a little bit as well. I'm using 1 blue marker. And again, once I pick up that blue, if it's too much, I'm going to wipe it off and start fresh with my water. Because again, I want to have darker and lighter areas. So here I have a lot of blue on there, and then I'm going to come back in so I can have my lighter area. Dip in a little bit of water and clean it off. And how pretty is that? Now for my flowers, I really kind of want them to be white. I am going to add a little bit of yellow in the center and then just let that bleed out the tiniest bit into the base of the petals and keeping that super simple. Let's color our lemons. Of course, we're going to use a couple different colors. Actually, we're going to use 3 colors of yellow. One of them almost looks orange, but it's such a light orange, really deep yellow that it works perfect for these lemons. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the peach. These blend much easier because it's just kind of all yellow. So I did the sliced lemon a little bit lighter. And then the outside lemons, obviously a little bit darker. We're going to create some shadow areas, some highlight areas. Here is that darker yellow that really kind of looks like an orange, but it really is. It's called bright yellow, which is interesting. But whatever you're using, you just get colors that are similar and go from there. I'm going to blend that in, and I actually do come back in more with that really darker yellow and give it some more dimension. It's a little bit wet, so it already starts to blend, but I'm going to blend with way less water because my paper is already wet, and I don't want to oversaturate that either. Even though it's watercolor paper, I don't want to do too much. Ooh, look at how pretty that blend is. I love it. Then I'm using a different green for the leaves on these guys here. And the flowers are going to be white again, but with a little bit of yellow in the center. Let's add our green. And I'll do the same thing on that little flower there at the top. And then just using some of that water and blending it out. And again, just wiping off excess water and excess color. I had to check something really quick, so let's get back to coloring here. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Oh, it's just coming to life. I think these images are absolutely gorgeous. And there's strawberries in the stamp set. There may be another bundle of something else, and I can't quite remember, but there's definitely strawberries. And lots of gorgeous sentiments. And I'm going to use the coordinating dies for these. So let's tape those in place. And then we can run that through the die cut machine. Let's do that for the same thing for our other images here. Oh, they're so pretty. I love how these turned out. Okay, now let's stamp our sentiments. I'm going to do, both cards are going to say on your birthday. One card is going to say a little something sweet, and the other card says sweet wishes. And these are the sentiments that when you die cut them out, they are so pretty and scripty. I love it. The die cut just die cuts around everything. It doesn't leave a ton of white, and I think that's gorgeous. So more with that pattern paper. I'm going to take one of the A2 scallop frames here, and I'm just going to cut about this much. I don't even know how much it was. I didn't even measure. I just eyeballed it with the second smallest scallop frame. I'm going to do that for 2 pattern papers, again, because we're making 2 cards. And then I'm going to trim the scallops off of the sides. I want to keep the scallop on the bottom, and there's also stitching on the sides and the bottom. I want to keep the stitching on both sides. So I'm going to take my paper trimmer here in just a second and trim off the excess off the sides, which again is the scalloped part, but keeping the stitching. And I will trim down my patterned papers. I'm using a lot. I'm using 3 pattern papers from the Summer Stems pattern paper per card. So one of them is going to be trimmed down quite a bit smaller than an A2 size. Well, I think it's about 1/4 of an inch on all sides because I want to see the pattern paper. And then we have our A2 size full sheet of pattern paper, and then we have our little piece that we die cut here. I'm going to pop that up with 1mm foam tape, and then we can start placing our images and our sentiments. I wanted that little scalloped piece to be part of our focal point, and I love stripes, number 1, and I love this kind of peach and white stripe, which is perfect for the peaches with that gorgeous floral background, and then the check A2 size background, and then this will be adhered to an A2 size card base. If you're new to card making, A2 size is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's kind of the standard card that everybody makes. But here's that little flower there, and I said I was going to talk about that. I'm using that to cover that straight line at the top of our little focal point pattern paper. So I knew I was going to need that because these images weren't big enough for that. Let's add foam adhesive behind our Sweet Wishes sentiment, and you'll see how gorgeous it is. So it says Sweet Wishes on your birthday. Let me just remove that little piece. I need to add a little bit of liquid glue here because it's going to overlap Look at how pretty that is. That's why I think sentiment dies are absolutely worth it. It's so pretty. And then let's place the On Your Birthday sentiment. Let's go to our lemon card, and then we'll add a little bit of detail when we're done here. So once again, 1mm foam adhesive. This time I'm going to place the lemons in the center, and I love that blue floral and that blue and white polka dot. Oh, it's so pretty. And then I just did kind of a gray scripty pattern paper on the background there. But look how that yellow pops. Oh my gosh, it's pretty. So again, this one's going to cover up that little section that we don't want to see. And then we can add our sentiments. It says a little something sweet on your birthday. And let's put some foam adhesive behind those areas, a little bit of liquid glue where it's going to overlap our colored images. Oh, darling. Let's bring in some white pops of color and add a few little dots here and there. And I'm just giving it a tap. It kind of flattens the dots a little bit and kind of gets rid of that point after you squeeze it out. And just a light tap. And then let's take a look at these up close. Oh my gosh, that pattern paper, those images are gorgeous. I just love both of these cards. I hope you guys do too. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you feel inspired by these projects. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to Honeybee Stamps YouTube channel, and I hope you have an amazing day.